Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about the elusive images on your data sheets. So ideally we get a data sheet that we're working on, and there is an image file, and possibly those images have been named to the parts, but more than not we get, hey, here's some images but they're titled really weird things, and we don't even understand how to go about finding what that image represents on our data sheet. So what I'm going to do is show you a couple different ways that might save you some time, and again, depending on the platform you're working on, if image URLs for you work better, then I'm going to show you a better way to get your task done. And yes, it's going to take time, but images are important. So when you don't have images for a file and you need them, you do have a choice depending on the styler of the website, and we've all had to crawl manufacturers' websites to get images, but different image, this one doesn't allow you, if I click on it, to expand the image in the first place. So we can right click this and open this image in a new tab. So what you see here is the full-size image. Now, if we were to say save image, you're going to get an image title like this down here. And that's not going to help you very much unless you're doing one at a time, because now you're going to have to retitle that image anyway and save it in a file and then go back and put it one by one into your website or your data sheet. So something that I do is grab this URL. So let me show you again what I'm talking about. So again, you right click with your mouse and you're going to get something like this. Now I work on Chrome, and so it may be a little bit different if you're working in another browser, but this right here that says image, open image in new tab, this gives you the URL. Now as long as their site doesn't go down while you're doing this project, and it's been known to happen, you can simply copy this URL and in your data sheet that you're working on, just paste that sucker right in there. So when you're importing into a website, that's going to go ahead and grab that. Now as soon as your website grabs that, this URL is irrelevant at that point in time because it's grabbing the image for you and putting it onto your database in the back of your website. Now what if there's additional more than one image? Well, so depending on, again, how your website is set up and how you tamper, now we typically tamper with pipes, but let me show you this real quick. What I tend to do is, if I'm doing a part and it's got a lot of images, I will use Programmer's Notepad. This is Programmer's Notepad. I use this instead of regular Notepad, and I will paste that in, and then I will put a pipe. And how I do that is I go to the end and I hit my shift button, and right above my backslash is a up and down bar, and that's called a pipe. Now if you're separating by a semicolon or a comma or whatever you're separating for on your website, that's where you put the separator in. So let me move this back out of the way and show you again. Maybe I wanted to get the next image, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to open it. I'm going to grab that URL. I'm going to put it in my, and now I have both images, right? And so, and then I would take that whole line and I would copy it and I would put that over here, right? So this is going to be really handy, especially when you have a product line that maybe uses the same image for a lot of products, right? So maybe you're going to, oh, it's a wheel company, or it's something that one image will handle many different products. Again, on this one, I can't click and expand it, but I can open it in a new tab and then I know I'm getting the full image. If you're not doing that and you decide just to click and save this image, again, you're going to get, depending on what you're getting, this title down here has to be saved for you to put the correct image, the part number in there to begin with. But you're not sure, again, depending on this manufacturer's website, if you're getting a smaller image by just saying save the image. But when you open that in a new tab, you'll clearly be able to see the true image size. It helps also when that true image size is really tiny small and you're going to try and put it on there. But anyway, we would snag that URL and either put it straight in, if that's the only one that we have, put it straight into our working data file, and now when I go to load that, I just have to map in the SKU and the images. And yes, you're going to have to do it on all of them, but what if that one represented multiple parts? Then you can just snag that and go, okay, this represents a whole series, and bam, you can have that go in there. So that should save some time, hopefully. I hope this video helped, and you know, let me know if you have any questions.